I did three startups before I actually came to the fintech space. And the startups were in varied industries, all the way from developing products for satellites in the learning management space. And then finally, I got a call from eBay to come and work for them. And eBay at that time owned PayPal. So I started in fintech with PayPal, and I worked in fintech starting in 2008, 2009 timeframe till now. It's been a journey where I did technology first, then I moved from technology to product, from product back to technology, and then from there on over to the business side. And most of my career has been in Asia Pacific, where I moved to Asia to set up our technology centers with PayPal, first in India, then in Shanghai, and then Singapore, and then moved to the business side. So I've been in payments, since when fintech was not really even a word. So interesting journey. As the person responsible for Nium's big business across Asia Pacific and Middle East Africa, um, my job is to really help build our business in these markets. There are 130 plus markets in this region, and clearly you cannot do justice to all of these markets at one time. So the way I'm looking at progressing our business is dividing our markets into potentially four categories. There are certain stronghold markets where we need to double down on our business. There are certain markets that I would call our growth markets, where we have a good presence and the market has depth, but we need to grow our business in those markets. There are markets that are, what I call experimental markets or greenfield opportunities, where we may not be present today, but we want to grow our presence. And then finally, there are those markets where either from a compliance perspective or from a market depth perspective, we don't want to touch, at least at this point. So I would categorize our markets into those four broad categories. So essentially, what we will do is prioritize our markets, focus on our key markets, double down on those markets, and grow our business there. And I feel doing it that way, as opposed to peanut butter spreading across all 130 plus markets, is a better way to approach our business. Most companies, if you think of the large names, are focusing on what's called the user checkout experience, where people come in, go to a website and check out. Where Nium really brings value is on the other side, which we call the payout space. There are a lot of companies that need to make payments to their suppliers, to their vendors. Those payments are called payouts. That's where Nium plays a critical role. And specifically within payouts, there's a space called the mission critical payments. These mission critical payments need to happen on time, every time, without error. That's where Nium differentiates itself. Examples of these kinds of payments could be payroll. It could be other types of payments that need to get there, when they need to get there at that time. And that's where Nium comes in, and it really provides an environment whereby secure, reliable payments are sent in near real time, if not real time, across the globe in 200 markets. I see the world being shaped by key three trends. The first one is increasingly the world is becoming a village. What I mean by that is, no longer are you trading with partners that are local to your region, but you're trading for the whole world. And that brings to bear a second trend that I'm seeing, that people want things when they want it, meaning on demand. Payments need to go wherever they need to get to on demand. If I want to buy something over a weekend, over nighttime, any time of the day, for any use case, it needs to move in that real time basis. So this on demand piece is very important. That's the second trend I see. The third trend I see is, the traditional way of doing finance is being disrupted, whether it's through neobanks or so on and so forth. Even banks themselves, I see them wanting to get to the next anvil, if you will. So those are three key trends I think that are shaping our world, and in each of those three areas, I think Nium brings a certain value to bear, and I'm so excited to be a part of this company to take it to the next level.